Okay, so we found a dead brown bear, third summer female cub on the beach, and we set a game camera up on it to see what's going to eat it. And so here it is. It's pretty rough. We got to be real careful to approach, make sure there's not any bear that's taken possession of it, but looks like nobody touched it yet but ravens. Just bird holes, nothing. We think the bear had been kicked out recently by mom and her brother, possibly was chased by a male, but maybe drowned. Bears don't die very easily. It's a healthy bear. And there's no really marks or anything showing that its head was crushed or bitten in the neck or anything like that. So my guess is that it drowned. And bears will drown each other, larger bears. So anyway, but at some point I believe the wolves and maybe wolverines, other bears, be eating on this. So hopefully our game camera, which is set up over there, will pick it up. So it obviously is a very sad situation and a shocking thing to see a bear on the beach dead. Probably shocking for other bears as well. Our first, but it's an interesting study on how bears are recycled back into the land by Mother Nature. The first arrivals were the ravens, which almost always in the wild, the first ones to discover carcasses. We also had other bears sniff it. I'm not sure, but this bear didn't have any interest in trying to eat the bear. Although bears would definitely prey on each other and eat each other, and it's a definitely food source, but this bear didn't want anything to do with it. But the eagles are ones that really kind of help break into that hard hide, because at first the ravens had probably a tough time breaking through the bear hide, and then for a while here the ravens and eagle share, but get into some squabbles. After a couple of days, I was surprised. The only animals so far were birds and a couple walk-bys by bears. But eventually a fox, you hear it look like the fox doesn't even know that the bear's dead. So he's got to check it, and he's expecting the bear to wake up. But then I guess it figured it out, and then that it was dead, and been eaten on a little bit. So it had some entry points into the meat, and then spent a few hours gnawing on it. But the bear hide and everything was so tough, the fox didn't do very much and never came back after that. But you could see he's very paranoid because they're scared of wolves, and he's probably like, this might bring some wolves in. But just mostly more ravens. You can hear some bear viewing planes coming in. Now this is a family of ravens. This is kind of cool. I think it's two parents, like a mom and a dad, and then two chicks that, even though it's only early July, have already fledged, because ravens lay their eggs in March. Some random dude walking down the beach, and then and then more ravens. I think it's two chicks getting scolded by both parents, learning how to be a raven. Ravens are not very. That's such a cool shot, wasn't it? I love it. Yeah, ravens are mostly just family groups. They don't have big flocks like crows do. Then we had a bear. Big guy, but what that bear did is he scratched on the log, and what happened is he moved the camera. So now the dead bear is no longer in range and focus. Bound to happen. Ravens are still obsessed with trying to kill the camera. I don't know why. I'm talking about a lot of time invested in trying to mess this camera up. But, you know, as I think about it and watch it later, you can see that the raven actually made it more level. So maybe the raven kind of wanted to help me as my camera assistant and move the camera back to the bear, but I had strapped it down too good. Who knows? There's some really cool shots. Like, check this out. You can actually look into the eye of the raven here. And that raven is like he's looking through the lens and trying to figure it out. Ravens are so smart. And then you see him pull back his nictitating membrane, which is a protective layer around the eye. I love ravens. And to me, the highlight of this whole thing was watching the ravens play with this camera and destroy it or whatever. Be naughty and intelligent and know that it's something special. It's also maybe they don't like their privacy being violated by having, look at this, flying up into the wind and just looking at that. Absolutely obsessed with this camera. There's all kinds of stuff on the beach that are by humans, but the ravens for some reason really are fascinated or hate that camera. Another random dude just walking around has no idea he's being filmed, just around a dead bear. Who knows? That's kind of funny. Bear viewing boat out of Homer come over, and then there I am and our lodge manager Julia, and I checked the camera and I'm like, damn it, somebody moved the camera. So we had to reposition it. Yeah. Oh well.
No.
This is our assistant guy.
Have you done some camera trap work before?
Yeah, I've done camera trap work in the Amazon. Last night we came out here, we set up this camera trap. We tied it to a log so we could keep it out of the way for any animals that were coming by.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take the SD card out and check the footage.
Okay. It's convenient to have this log here, huh?
Yeah.
So that would be the view of it. So yeah, looks good.
Yeah.
No, here's the disappointing part. When I put the card in, by accident, I flipped the little switch on the SD card, and I made the card write protected. So we didn't really get anything, but I think it was, anyway, at some point, we repositioned it. But at some point, the carcass was moved and drugged, I think likely by another bear, but then it could have been wolves. I don't think they could have moved it, because it was about 200-pound animal. But anyway, so the carcass was dragged into the field. The other guides, Justin and Spencer, found it, moved it over to where the carcass had been, and then within an afternoon and a night, basically, mostly the wolves basically disappeared the entire bear carcass. They just went to town on it and just shredded and chewed up the whole thing. And then our guide Spencer filmed the next day a wolf running by with a bear leg in its mouth. So they basically disarticulated the whole thing, got rid of all of it. And so here we are, just looking at the wolves. Some awesome view of these wolves. I mean, beautiful wolves, coastal wolves. Very difficult to get this because wolves, they can be very shy of a game camera. They're smart enough to know, like, humans put it there, something might be spooky. They're very, very paranoid, very smart. That's how they can avoid being trapped. But we got lucky, and those guys put the camera in a nice spot, and we got some cool view of wolves that we do see often, but usually from a distance, but never like up close like this. So we're very excited about it. It's kind of the highlight of the whole film. Check this out. I slowed it down and cropped it. What a beautiful animal. It's amazing being in the presence of bears and wolves in the wilderness that is that pristine. And I think that having these large predators that are bigger and stronger and in some ways smarter than humans, and having to be around them, even though they're more powerful than you and they're a bit scary, actually is the definition of wilderness. And it's important to have them around. Most of the range of the bears and the wolves has been shortened or lessened by humans. thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. And subscribe to my channel, please. And if you like the video, please leave a comment. It helps the algorithm and helps me get views, and so I'm motivated to make more videos like this. And it closes out with the stars of the film, the crafty, very intelligent, and naughty ravens. Check out this giant bill on these guys. That is the toughest, smartest animal in the wilderness out here, actually. And they deserve a lot of respect. They are powerful, powerful creatures. And they even tried to be my camera assistant and helping me with the placement of the camera. And also, thank you to my fellow guides, Justin Gibson, he's like my brother, on the left, and Spencer Gee on the right. They help me maintain the cards and the camera, run it, and everything like that. And they're awesome guides, so definitely follow those guys as well. So thank you. It was a team effort. And yeah, like I said, if you enjoyed this, encourage me to do more by just simply liking, subscribing to my channel, maybe leaving lots of comments, help the algorithm out so that it gets a lot of views. And thank you guys. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And here's to the wilderness.